Hello and welcome to the Local Motivator. I'm your guide on the journey to unlocking your potential. I want to start today by asking you a question, but this isn't a simple question. This is a question that could shape the rest of your life, one that requires one of the most honest answers you'll ever give yourself. Are you ready to sacrifice just 1 month of your life, just 30 days, and in return achieve that massive goal you've been dreaming of for years, the one you keep putting off, the one you keep saying, "I'll do it someday"? If your answer is an unwavering yes, then you are in the right place. Because today I'm going to show you the legendary method that will allow you to break free from the noise, the chaos, and the endless distractions of the modern world and lock onto your goal with laser-sharp focus. Today, I will reveal the secret weapon used by everyone from Silicon Valley CEOs to ancient philosophers, from productivity gurus to world champion athletes, during the most critical periods of their lives to get to the next level. Today, we're going to talk about MonkMode. This video won't just give you a few productivity tips. This video will present you with a 30-day challenge with clear rules that will reinvent you. This is a transformation protocol. If you're ready, watch this video to the very end, because what I'm about to tell you can turn the life you say, "I'll start tomorrow," into a reality you can say, "I achieved today." Before we begin, if you're new to this channel and want to join us on this journey, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and help more people reach their potential by liking this video. Now, close the gates of your mental fortress, put your phone on silent, and let's begin. Part 1: The Modern Trap: Why We Can't Focus and Why It's Not Your Fault. Before we can understand what MonkMode is, we have to understand why we need it so desperately and why that need doesn't stem from our own weakness. Be honest with yourself. Think about your last week. What did you do that you're truly proud of that brought you closer to your goals? And how much of your time did you spend on things that meant nothing, things that just gave you a momentary numbness? Your day probably looks something like this. You wake up in the morning and before your eyes are fully open, before your feet even touch the floor, you grab your phone. Your mind, before it even has a chance to say good morning, is bombarded with other people's carefully curated perfect lives, political arguments, funny cat videos, and endless advertisements. You start your day not with your own thoughts, your own priorities, but with someone else's agenda. Your mind, before you even realize it, switches into a reactive mode, a defensive mode. Then you decide to work to create something. You sit down at your computer, but your mind is like a muscle that has lost its ability for long-term focus. A notification, an email, a WhatsApp message that arrives every 5 minutes cuts that thin thread of focus like a pair of scissors. You read a paragraph, then you check your phone to see if there's anything new. You write a sentence, then you dive into social media, telling yourself just for a minute, and that 1 minute suddenly turns into 45. When you try to read a book, your mind is so accustomed to 10-second videos and constantly changing images that after 2 pages you get bored, the words become meaningless. You set a goal, you say, "I'm going to start going to the gym this week." You go for 2 days with great motivation, but on the 3rd day, your brain falls back into the sweet trap of cheap dopamine sources, sugary foods, mindless TV shows, social media. You say, "I'm tired today, I'll go tomorrow." And that tomorrow never comes. The result: we are constantly busy but never productive, constantly tired but never rested, constantly starting things but never finishing them. Our mind is like a web browser with dozens of tabs open, slowed down, constantly crashing. This is not laziness. I repeat, this is not laziness. This is the perfect trap that the modern world has set for our minds. Our brain's reward system, the dopamine circuit that we've used for thousands of years to survive, has been hijacked or hacked by these constant and easy sources of pleasure. Dopamine is a neurotransmitter that is normally released after behaviors that keep us alive, eating, socializing, or help us achieve difficult goals, hunting prey, building a shelter. It tells us, yes, that was good, do it again. But the modern world has broken this system. Now, striving for difficult, long-term, and meaningful goals feels boring and pointless to our brain. Because why would we sweat for an hour at the gym when we can get a faster and easier dopamine hit by watching a 10-second video? Why would we struggle for months to write a book when we can post a photo and instantly reward our brain with hundreds of likes? MonkMode is the atomic bomb dropped on this trap. It is the most radical, most effective way to take back our brain's hijacked reward system, to silence the mental noise, and to regain control of our lives. Part 2: What is MonkMode? Understanding the philosophy. Don't let the name fool you. MonkMode doesn't mean giving up everything and shutting yourself away in a monastery. MonkMode means creating your own monastery within modern life. It's about building a mental sanctuary. The definition is this: for a designated period of time, usually 30, 60, or 90 days, it is a period of intense discipline and focus, with the aim of achieving a single dominant goal by minimizing social and professional life and deliberately eliminating all distracting elements. This isn't a diet, it's a fast, a mental fast. You're not detoxing your body but your soul and your mind. It's about resetting your mind, returning it to its factory settings. Monk Mode has three fundamental, unshakable pillars. If one of these pillars is missing, the structure collapses. A single clear goal, the mission. This is the most important starting point, not abstract, unmeasurable goals like becoming a better person or improving myself. Monk Mode is like a war, and every war must have a clear condition for victory. For example, lose 5 kilos in 30 days, completely finish the A1 level of Spanish, write and finish the first draft of my business plan, practice piano for 1 hour without interruption every day to be able to play PSEX, complete the coding for my website. Your goal must be specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound, smart. And most importantly, not more than one, just one, because focus is power itself. When you focus sunlight through a magnifying glass onto a single point, you can burn paper. That magnifying glass is your Monk Mode. Ruthless elimination, the purge. This is the hardest but most crucial part. You temporarily remove everything from your life that does not serve your goal. This is a sacrifice. Social media apps, Netflix, YouTube for entertainment, video games, alcohol, junk food, meaningless and aimless social gatherings. They all come off the table. Why? Because willpower is a finite resource. Instead of depleting your willpower by fighting with yourself every day about should I check social media, you eliminate that option entirely. This is like not bringing a box of chocolates into the house in the first place, instead of trying to be on a diet with it sitting on your table. An extremely disciplined protocol, the protocol. Your days are no longer random, lived according to your whims. Like the life of a soldier, an athlete, or a monk, it is bound by a protocol. You follow an almost military-like daily protocol where everything is planned from what time you wake up to when you work and when you rest to what you eat. This eliminates the precious mental energy you waste thinking, what should I do now? It eliminates decision fatigue. You just get up and execute the next step. Discipline is freedom because it frees you from being a slave to your momentary feelings. Does this sound scary to you? Perhaps totalitarian? Good, because right outside your comfort zone is where the magic happens, where your life will change. Now I'm going to tell you how to step into that zone, how to plan for that great 30-day challenge. Part 3, the 30-day challenge, your game plan. This part is the most important section of the video. Get a pen and paper ready because this is going to be your personal battle plan. Week 0, the preparation battle, winning before you begin. You don't just jump into Monk Mode. You don't go into a battle unprepared. A 1-week preparation period is the key to your success. Step 1, define your mission, that one goal. Take some time and ask yourself, for the next 30 days, what is the one thing that is more important than everything else in my life? What is the one goal that, if I achieve it, will make me truly proud of myself at the end of this month? This could be related to your work, your health, a skill, but it must be clear, measurable, and realistic. Not write a book, but write the first 50 pages of my book. Not lose weight, but lose 3 kilos in 30 days. Once you've defined your goal, write it down in big letters on a piece of paper and hang it where you'll see it every day on your bathroom mirror across from your desk. This will be your North Star. Step 2, identify and eliminate your enemies, the digital purge. Pick up your phone. This is a surgical operation. Delete all social media apps that do not serve your goal: Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Twitter. Yes, logging out is not enough. Delete the app, because even that small icon is a trigger for your brain. Clean up your YouTube subscriptions, leaving only the channels that add value and are related to your goal. Freeze or cancel your subscriptions to Netflix and similar platforms. This is not about testing your willpower. This is about creating an environment where you don't need willpower. Step 3, prepare your environment, the physical purge. Your environment is the invisible architect of your behavior. If your goal is to eat healthy, throw out all the junk food in your house or give it to someone. Fill your fridge with healthy food. If your goal is to exercise, prepare your gym clothes the night before and place them by your bed. If your goal is to write a book, clean your desk, leaving only your computer and your notebook. Place books related to your goal in your line of sight. Your environment should be an ally that pushes you towards your goal, not an enemy that pulls you back. Step 4, inform your social circle. This is a very important and often skipped step. Explain the situation to your closest friends and family honestly and clearly. Here's a script you can use. Hey everyone, for the next month I'm going to be focusing very intensely on a project goal that is extremely important to me. During this time, to be able to channel all my mental energy into this, I'll be checking my phone less and won't be able to join social gatherings. I want you to know that this is absolutely not personal and I love you all. I just have a promise I made to myself and to this goal. I'll see you in a month in a much better state. Those who truly love you will understand and support you. Those who don't or who make fun of you, well, maybe that's just another filter of your Monk Mode. The non-negotiable rules of Monk Mode. Preparation is over. Now for the non-negotiable, unshakable rules you will follow for 30 days. These are the foundational rules. You can add more based on your own goal. Rule 1: at least 30 minutes of exercise per day. A walk, a run, a home workout, whatever it is. The mind cannot be sharp if the body is stagnant. Exercise is the most powerful tool not just for physical health, but also for reducing stress, increasing focus, and carrying oxygen to your brain. Rule 2: at least 10 minutes of meditation or silence per day. To silence the mental noise, to observe your thoughts, and to shift from a reactive mind to a proactive one. Just sit and listen to your breath. Do nothing. This is what modern humans struggle with the most but need the most. Rule 3: zero alcohol, zero processed foods, sugar. Fuel your body, don't fill it with junk. Alcohol ruins your sleep quality. Processed foods and sugar cause energy crashes and mental fog. For this 1 month, treat your body like a temple. This will incredibly increase your mental clarity and energy levels. Rule 4: at least 3 hours of deep work per day. This is the heart of MonkMode. As Cal Newport calls it, deep work is professional activities performed in a state of distraction-free concentration that push your cognitive capabilities to their limit. In other words, a block of 1 or more uninterrupted hours where there is no phone, no notifications, no people, just you and your one goal. In this time, you can do the work you would normally do in 8 hours. Rule 5: zero social media and mindless entertainment. This is the hardest but most transformative rule. It is essential for resetting your brain's dopamine levels back to normal. This is the rule that will allow you to learn to enjoy real life, your own thoughts, and your goals again. Based on these rules, you must create a daily structure that fits your lifestyle. The important thing is that every day has a plan and you stick to that plan. Discipline comes not randomly, but in a planned manner. Part 4: weathering the storm, the psychology of MonkMode. Everything sounds great, right? But let's be honest. The first few days, maybe even the first week, might feel like hell. Be prepared for this. Your brain will beg for the cheap dopamine sources it's used to. We can call this withdrawal syndrome. You will find yourself feeling restless, irritable, lonely, bored, and thinking, what am I doing? This is ridiculous. These are the moments when your character is tested, when your will is forged. Most people give up here, but you won't. How to deal with boredom. When you get bored, when that feeling takes over you, you will instinctively look for an escape route. Your phone, the fridge, the TV. In that moment, stop. Stay in that feeling of boredom. Observe it like a guest. Where do you feel it in your body, in your stomach, in your chest? Boredom is your mind's way of telling you, come on, create something new, form a new connection, solve a problem. Your most creative ideas, your deepest thoughts, your biggest aha moments will emerge in those moments of boredom. Don't be afraid of boredom, embrace it as a superpower. How to deal with loss of motivation. Motivation is a fleeting, unreliable emotion. Discipline is a system, a habit. When you don't feel motivated, don't trust your feelings, trust the protocol you set beforehand. Your feelings can lie to you, but your system won't. Just get up and take that first step. Just put on your running shoes. Just open your computer and write one sentence. Action creates motivation. Motivation does not create action. This is one of the universe's greatest secrets. How to deal with loneliness. This is not loneliness, it is a period of solitude. There is a huge difference. Loneliness is an unwanted emptiness that consumes you. Solitude is a conscious fullness that nourishes you, where you reconnect with yourself. See this process not as disconnecting from the outside world, but as connecting with the most important person, your inner world. Keep a journal, write down your thoughts, talk to yourself, get to know yourself. Remember, every difficult moment is a sign that your old identity is dying, and a new, more focused, more disciplined, more powerful identity is being born. Pain is the herald of transformation. Don't run from that pain, walk through it. Part 5: leaving the monastery, protecting your gains. 30 days are over, you did it, you reached your goal or got very close. But more importantly, you made a promise to yourself and you kept it. You feel clearer, more energetic, more focused, and most importantly, more respectful towards yourself. So what now? Are you going to go back to your old habits? No, the goal is not to live in monk mode for the rest of your life. The goal is to intelligently integrate the lessons you've learned and the mental muscles you've built in this mode into your life. Reintroduce slowly and consciously. Don't immediately restore all your social media accounts on the first day. That's like having a huge feast on the first day after a month-long fast. It will upset your stomach. Maybe start by using just one with a 15-minute daily limit. And as you use it, ask yourself, why am I using this? What value is it adding to my life? Identify your non-negotiables. Make the 2-3 habits from monk mode that served you best, perhaps the morning exercise, meditation, or evening reading, non-negotiable, sacred parts of your life. No matter what, don't give them up. Conscious consumption. From now on, whenever you consume a piece of content, a piece of information, ask yourself that magic question. Is this adding value to me, or is it just numbing my mind? Is this bringing me closer to my goals or moving me further away? You are no longer a victim, you are a conscious chooser. Periodic detoxes. Whenever you need to focus on a big goal in your life, whenever you feel scattered and tired again, you now know you have a weapon in your arsenal. Maybe you can do mini monk modes for 1 month every year or for a weekend every 3 months. This is your mental reset button. You are not the same person anymore. You have experienced firsthand how powerful your mind can be, what a precious treasure your attention is. Never again let anyone or any app take that power from you. Conclusion: the power is in your hands. Today I've explained a concept to you, but this is not just information. This is an invitation, a challenge. It's an opportunity to take control of your life, to awaken the giant sleeping inside you, to unleash that great potential, to achieve the dreams you've been saying someday to. 30 days, just 30 days. It's nothing compared to the rest of your life, but its results can shape the rest of your life. You can close this video and go back to your life as usual. You can go back to the comfortable but soulless world of instant gratification, endless notifications, and infinite procrastination. Or you can make a decision. You can say, I'm in. You can take that first step. You can choose to step out of your comfort zone and see who you can truly become. Are you up for joining me on this 30-day journey? If your answer is yes, write MonkMode in the comments and share with us what goal you will be focusing on. Let's give each other strength. Let's be companions on this journey. I have endless respect for everyone who accepts this challenge. If this video has sparked a flame of inspiration in you, please help this fire grow bigger by hitting the like button and subscribing to our channel. See you in the next episode. Remember, the greatest prison is the one you build in your own mind, and the key to that prison has always been in your hands. Now is the time to open that door.